the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rofh Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Authorities arrest high-ranking CTG officers in Baguio City. Philippine Army welcomes conviction of Ocampo and Castro in child trafficking case. DepEd releases guidelines for school year 2024 to 2025. 2 dead in Mindanao due to habagat according to NDRRMC.
Good day everyone, as well to our troops at Camp Emilio Ginaldo, Quezon City. Today is Tuesday, July 16, and we'll bring you the latest news from the armed forces and other information around the Philippines. I am Rofh Suzon from AFP Community News.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
For the brief overview of our stories, high-ranking officers of the Communist terrorist group in Eastern Visayas were apprehended in Baguio City. According to report, Terence Eder, also known as Terencio Eder Jr. E. Matiga, the former secretary of the Sub-Regional Committee Emporium of the Eastern Visayas Regional Party Committee, and his wife Annalyn Eder, alias Annalyn Eder Isacan, the former educational and finance officer, were arrested in Barangay Gisan. They have both standing warrants for violating the Anti-Terrorism Act of 2020 and arson. Major General Camilo Ligayo, the commander of the 8th Infantry Division, commended the operation, stating it emphasizes the government's commitment to justice and intensified efforts against terrorism.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The Philippine Army has expressed satisfaction with the court's guilty verdict in the child trafficking case against former Bayan Muna Party List Representative Sator Ocampo, ACT Teachers Party List Representative Franz Castro, and 11 co-accused. Army spokesperson Colonel Louis de Maala stated that decision delivers justice to the indigenous children of Talaingod and other youths victimized by the accused's manipulation. The case stemmed from the illegal transport of 14 indigenous children from Talaingod, Davao del Norte, under the guise of a rescue mission. Colonel De Maala emphasized that the conviction serves as a strong warning to those who endangered youth by exposing them to dangerous ideologies.
Armed Forces Radio.
Let us hear more updates from Bea about Philippine Marines join RIMPAC 2024 in Hawaii and California.
Yes, Rofh, the Philippine Marine Corps has deployed 18 personnel to the Rim of the Pacific Exercise 2024 in Hawaii and Southern California. The Philippine Marine Corps Commandant Major General Arturo Rojas announced that the Filipino Marines will train with the United States Marine Forces Pacific and other international counterparts. The exercise will cover disaster relief, maritime security, sea control, complex warfighting, amphibious operations, gunnery, missile, anti-submarine, air defense, military medicine, humanitarian assistance, counter-piracy, mine clearance, explosive ordnance disposal, and diving and salvage operations. Designed to enhance interoperability, these exercises aim to strengthen maritime partnerships and security and will run from June 27 to August 1. This is Beatrice reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Bea.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
National Security Advisor Secretary Eduardo Año praised the guilty verdict in the child abuse case against former Bayan Muna Party List Representative Sator Ocampo and ACT Teachers Party List Representative Franz Castro, asserting that no one is above the law. In a statement following the Regional Trial Court Branch 2 of Tagum City's decision, he noted that the ruling debunked the accused's claims of a rescue mission and the illegal transport of minors from Talaingod, Davao del Norte in 2018. Secretary Año emphasized that the verdict is a significant step in protecting indigenous people and minors from indoctrination into divisive ideologies. He also commended the Armed Forces of the Philippines and other law enforcement agencies and government agencies for their efforts in ensuring justice was served.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The National Amnesty Commission reported receiving 578 applications for presidential amnesty through local amnesty boards as of July 12. Among these, 497 applications came from former members of the CPP, NPA, NDF, 2 from the Revolutionary Proletarian Army Alex Boncayo Brigade, 33 from the Moro Islamic Liberation Front, and 46 from the Moro National Liberation Front. The NAC expects an increase in applications with the establishment of 10 additional local amnesty boards, supplementing the current 9 to make amnesty more accessible. The ANC also assured that all applications would be evaluated fairly and meticulously before recommending the approval to the President.
Armed Forces Radio.
On the other line, let us hear from Gio about 7 CTG members surrendered to authorities in Central Luzon.
Yes, Rofh, Police Regional Office 3 reported that 5 individuals and 2 active members of communist terrorist groups voluntarily surrendered to authorities from July 4 to July 10. Kayan, a member of Regional Centro de Gravidad, surrendered to Mabalacat City Police. Kaduring, a former member of Squad Primera Bagong Hukbong Bayan, surrendered to Aurora. Commander Bulag, a former member of Alyansa ng mga magbubukid ng Tarlac, and Calorain also surrendered, while Ka Jeric, an NPA member under KLG Tarzam, surrendered to Zambales. According to PRO3, the said success is manifestation of their efforts to eradicate terrorism in Central Luzon. This is Gio reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Gio.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The Philippine Navy and Vietnam People's Navy successfully conducted their 7th personnel interaction on Southwest Cay of Pugad Island in the West Philippine Sea. Naval Forces West Commander Commodore Alan Javier hailed the event as a milestone in enhancing cooperation and relations between the two navies. Highlights included staff-to-staff talks, where both navies agreed to assist the Filipino fishermen in need. The event also featured games, cultural presentation, and a culinary exchange, strengthening the camaraderie and understanding between the two sides.
DWDD National News.
For our national news, the Department of Education has released the guidelines for the conduct of activities for academic year 2024 to 2025. The school year will officially open on July 29 and will end on April 15, 2025. In-person learning will remain the primary learning delivery modality. Other modes such as blended and full distance learning can still be implemented if classes are suspended due to disasters and emergencies. DepEd also scheduled the Brigada Escuela on July 22 to 27, 2024.
Armed Forces Radio.
We have a report coming in about Philippine Navy promotes 71 Chief Petty Officers. Go on for the details, Beth.
The Philippine Navy recently held at a shutdown ceremony to celebrate the promotion of 71 the new Chief PT Officer in Naval Station Jose Francisco Fort Bonifacio, Taguig City. Vice Admiral Toribio Adasi Jr., the Philippine Navy Flag Officer in Command, presided over the event and highlighted the CPO's role as the backbone of the Navy. He emphasized her essential for bringing a leadership between enlisted personnel and higher command. As the Navy adapts to modern challenges, the leadership of Chief PT Officer is essential in maintaining a strong and effective force. This is Bethanieta reporting for the AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Beth Tanyete.
DWDD National News.
2 people were reported dead and more than 60,000 families were affected by heavy rains in Mindanao due to the southwest monsoon or habagat. A report from the NDRRMC said one of the fatalities has been confirmed in Maramag, Bukidnon, a 47-year-old woman whose body was found floating in a suspected drowning incident in Pulangi River. Meanwhile, the other fatality was recorded in Davao region, but details have yet to be determined as the case was undergoing validation. 2 persons were also injured while another one was missing in Region 10.
DWDD National News.
The Department of Transportation is improving the security and accessibility in EDSA busway. According to DOTR, busway stations in Monumento, Bagong Barrio, Balintawak, Phil-Am, and Guadalupe are being fitted with footbridges, elevators, and CCTV cameras. These improvements are for the safety and ease of the passengers. This will also help with accessibility and commuting, especially for senior citizens and PWDs. The OTR said that they would make improvements to all 18 busway stations.
Armed Forces Radio Report.
And now let's hear a report on the ground about 10th RCDG complete signal operations training with Guam and Hawaii National Guards. Go on for the details, Mike.
Yes, good afternoon. The 10th Regional Community Defense Group of the Philippine Army Reserve Command successfully concluded a 4-day signal operations and leadership development training in collaboration with the Guam and Hawaii National Guards, conducted at Camp Evangelista from July 10 to 14. The training aimed to enhance the skills and readiness of reserve forces. 40 officers and non-commissioned officers from various branches participated, benefiting from expertise in military communication and leadership from Gung Hing specialists. Major General Joel Alejandro S. Naknak, AFP Deputy Chief of Staff from Reservists and Retirees Affairs, highlighted the importance of international collaborations in strengthening the Philippine Reserve Forces capabilities. This is Mike reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Mike.
DWDD National News.
Presidential Security Command Chief General Nelson Morales has guaranteed President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s safety ahead of his third State of the Nation address on Monday. During a walkthrough of Batasang Pambansa complex, he said that the president is secured. In a separate interview, House Secretary General Reginald Velasco said that the security matters for the SONA were all set. The SONA will take place at Pambansang or Batasang Pambansa in Quezon City.
DWDD National News.
Bureau of Corrections Director General Gregorio Catapan Jr. announced that a new policy was signed to further improve the quality of healthcare services for persons deprived of liberty or PDLs. This policy will guarantee that PDLs are provided with 24/7 healthcare services included in the National Health Insurance Program and granted eligibility to PhilHealth packages pursuant to Universal Health Care Act. Other services that will be provided to them are vaccination for various illnesses, feeding programs, free medicines, and free basic laboratory tests. Bucor and allied agencies are also mandated to allocate funds and resources to ensure the implementation of this policy.
Armed Forces Radio Report.
From Rizal, more updates from Ella Mercado about Antipolo LGU joins the National Science and Technology Week celebration.
Thank you very much. The City Government of Antipolo joins the National Science and Technology Week celebration. That's according to Proclamation number 169 series of 1993. The said celebration gives more importance to the great contribution of science and technology in improving one's life and to the society as a whole as main source of economic development, innovation, and resolving environmental challenges in the community. The City of Antipolo said in their published information, they want to recognize the efforts of our technology workers such as engineers, scientists, and other advocates who endowed their talents and geniuses as their contribution to a proper way of advancing the technology throughout the country. The city local officials challenged their constituents to participate in discovery and enrichment of knowledge and awareness in maintaining economic growth and vitality. This is Ella Mercado reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Ella Mercado.
DWDD National News.
Department of Budget and Management Secretary Amenak Pangandaman assured the release of 2022 Performance-Based Bonus or PBB of public school teachers. Pangandaman explained that the requirements and complicated records are hindering the release of PBB, but she promised that they will streamline the process. The DBM chief gave her assurances during the first dialogue with the Teachers' Dignity Coalition.
DWDD National News.
The Government Service Insurance System has introduced a new housing program featuring zero down payment. Under the GSIS Pabahay program, government workers can secure a property without an initial down payment. Instead, eligible individuals will acquire the properties through installment payments. GSIS President and General Manager Vic Veloso said that they are not just making home ownership more achievable for their members, but also providing an accessible and affordable housing program.
Armed Forces Radio Report.
From 2nd CRG, let us hear more updates from Jess about 903rd Brigade. Join hands with local government for success Operation Tuli.
Yes, Rofh. The 903rd Infantry Patriot Brigade, led by Brigadier General Jose Rique Ilani of Philippine Army, actively participated in a 3-day Operation Tuli event organized by the local government of Castilla. The event took place from July 8 to 10, 2024 at Balay Silangan, LGU Compound, Castilla, Sorsogon. The operation provided free circumcision services to 318 boys in the municipality, aiming to promote health and hygiene. The initiative was a collaborative effort involving Team Patriot, the Municipal Council for Protection and Children, and Bicol University College of Medicine. This significant event highlighted the community's commitment to enhancing public health services and demonstrate the strong partnership within the military and local government units in supporting the well-being of the younger population. This is Jess from Salcom reporting for AFP News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Jess.
DWDD National News.
Moving on to another story, the internet is the top source of news for Filipinos. Based on Publicas Asia's Payag second quarter survey, 68% of Filipinos said that the internet is their main source of political news. This was followed by television at 66%. Social media, primarily Facebook, is a significant source of news, with 63% of respondents relying on it for daily updates. The survey was conducted last June 15 to 19.
DWDD National News.
Around 5,000 barangay tanods in Manila received 2,000 peso worth of cash assistance from President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. They were named recipients during the distribution of monetary assistance at kadiwa ng Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. program, which was carried out in coordination with the city government of Manila. According to Mayor Hani Lacuna Pangan, upon learning that the national government is planning to give funds to their city, she immediately thought of the barangay tanods. The mayor also expressed her gratitude for their service.
Armed Forces Radio Report.
For other updates, let us hear the details about Army Chief Command's 51st Engineer Brigade on its 58th anniversary. Go ahead for the details, Sha.
Yes, Rofh. Army Commanding General Lieutenant General Roy M. Galido praised the 51st Engineer Brigade for its vital role in nation building during its 58th founding anniversary celebration at Camp General Rigoberto J. Atienza in Libis, Quezon City yesterday. In his keynote speech, he commended the Primera Troopers for their far-reaching and impactful services that has significantly contributed to the development and relief of the Filipino people. The celebration themed Matatag 51st Brigade para sa Bagong Pilipinas, emphasized the brigade's dedication in providing engineering support and conducting humanitarian assistance and disasters response operations. The event also saw the inauguration of the brigade's water refilling station, a project aimed to providing a free portable water to its unit's personnel. This is Shain Araneta reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Sha.
DWDD National News.
The Department of the Interior and Local Government and the Government of India signed a memorandum of agreement for the implementation of agriculture and healthcare projects in the Philippines. The deal also covers projects related to disaster risk reduction and management, and various livelihood projects. The LG Secretary Ben Horables Jr. said that signing the agreement took time with a lot of discussions and technical work, but eventually they pushed through to help those who needed help.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And that's all for today's broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us, especially to our audience in our Facebook page, AFP Radio DWDD. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for more updates, same time and same station. Again, this is Rofh Suzon for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Behold the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rofh Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Ito ang DWDD 1134 kHz AM. Balita, impormasyon at musika. Ito ang DWDD AFP Radio. Boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Kayo ay nakatutok sa DWDD AFP Radio. Kami po ay kasapi ng KBP, Kapisanan ng mga Broadcast